Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name's Lisette and today we're going to be doing a reading for Sagittarius risings for the upcoming new moon in Gemini happening June 6th. So, this video is for you. If you are a Sagittarius rising, as I mentioned, even if you're not and you happen to be watching it, feel free to tune in. So, I already picked the cards. So these first few cards are going to represent what is desiring renewal. What is desiring renewal? So we have the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, wow, and the Seven of Swords. Lots of swords. And everything's in reverse. Okay. So, at the time of this Gemini new moon, there may be this desire of renewal 100% within the mental body. And also with what it means to truly make a choice, and honor the intellect and the wisdom that has been gathered and cultivated, to not disregard it, to not think that there has to be so much more to gather, and to almost like befriend the mind, to remember that the mind is a tool. I'm specifically looking at this little person figure holding the knife, like the mind being a tool and it being sharp, and what does it mean to utilize it in a way that is allowing for clarity of release. Because normally the Two of Swords this way, we have the person who's blindfolded, and then the crows symbolizing that like internal voice inside our heads, that internal dialogue. But here it's reversed, so there's like a letting go, or a want, maybe at this time, since we're thinking of like what's desiring renewal, of what it means to release that. But then we have the King of Swords that's in reverse. So this could also be a person within your life. So just thinking like relationship wise, which too, if you're a Sagittarius rising, this upcoming new moon is highlighting your 7th house. If you utilize tropical astrology and do whole sign houses, if you do a different house system, it could potentially be happening within your 6th or 8th house. So, but I use whole sign houses, so I'm just going to speak to that. But anyways, so the 7th house deals with others in our lives. So thinking of relationship, like intimate relationships, it could be romantic or like business partnerships. It could be that at this moment in life, whenever you happen to come across this, that maybe whom you're dealing with, that is a perception of a mature masculine essence that is actually like it's distorted because it's not in its fullness. And this also can be you as well, though. So just really emphasizing, what does it mean to like invite renewal in honoring wisdom, and being humble with all of the knowledge that you have. And then the little dragonfly here is sticking out. So dragonflies can be about like taking a perspective shift, and out of all oh, well, there's like 3 cards, but out of these 3 cards, you can see like the birds on the other cards are like, they're loud, but here it's quiet, it's calm. So maybe even at this time, inviting maybe like practices or space to where you can calm the mind, where you can ground, where you can have moments of clarity within these clear skies. And then bats sometimes symbolize that which we need to let go of, or can also be like something that's being like rebirthed within our life. So just thinking with this card being in reverse, how can there be renewal in firm foundation within the mental body, and also honoring those whom you have in your life? Are like, I don't know why I want to say like, are they like for some reason accountability and like action, and finding like what do you want to choose to have as almost this like mirror or reflection within your sphere of like voice and thought, but per these others that you're receiving. Indeed, I hope that made sense. That I don't know if that grounded well, but yes. And then the 7 of Swords here. So within this storyline, we can see like the bird is in the bag, and then there's feathers that are falling. And to me, this is like, I almost see this as walking like back towards the birds instead of being like stealthy and walking away, since it's in reverse. But it's like, what does it mean to like have tamed that aspect or that fragment, and also to honor like in, even though I know this is a new moon and this looks like it's a full moon in the little picture, but you're like, you being a Sagittarius rising, so Sag being the ruler of your first house, you're in the like line of polarity, like opposite of Gemini, which where the new moon is taking place. So just thinking of like maybe all of this that has become aware within the sphere of relationship to other, how it's being utilized, like for all that you've learned or observed, and how that is influencing the self. And what does it mean to like to find that like internal strength to honor the fullness of wisdom, and allow also like relationally evolution and maturity of that which is being expressed and communicated or shared, and to also find renewal and release for that which is bogging the mind down. Okay, so next we have these few cards. So these represent what actions can support with planting this, like these new intentions for the renewal that's being desired. So we have 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Queen of Wands. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So for this, I'm actually going to put these right underneath. Hopefully that can still be seen. I think so. Okay, so for the action that can be taken, really thinking about like because it's like so much in this mental sphere of thought. And in funneling it, so if we funneled all of this energy down here, so the Six of Wands is making me think in regards when we're talking about like maturity and evolution of thought, of approach, of how one is holding themselves, and just thinking masculine is a yang energy. And here we have the Six of Wands. So fire, and I guess swords, air, is also yang too. So working with that like sister elemental of what does it mean to like truly celebrate, and in this celebration, in this remembrance of how we're wielding that sword within our life, how can we let it inspire us to move forward in ways that are inviting. I'm just like thinking of like a quickness of like thought, of knowledge, of wisdom just flowing through, and to be inspirational to others within life, to really be within this fullness of this really grounded grounded essence of personal power, of feeling confident and radiant enough to be within almost, I don't know why I want to say almost like within a spotlight, and to also to be seen. So in the actions that are being taken, maybe inviting yourself to really enjoy celebration with others, to enjoy that essence of adventure, of curiosity, of moving, like, how do I want to say, like a bit more, I don't want to, maybe swiftly, but with ease towards this path that you feel inspired to go down. And that's really being lit up for you. And to also think if there are supportive people in your life, because these as well, the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands, can represent others as well. So maybe there's other people who like do take action, who are inspiring you, finding that inspiration, or like noticing like what is it that you're admiring, and maybe even wanting to have more of within your life, within relationship, and even within maybe an essence of self-expression. Okay, so next are what shadows want to be integrated at this time. So here is exorcist. I don't know why I can't say that word at the moment. I'm so sorry. And then student. Okay, so I'm being silly now. Okay, so exorcist. I don't know why I can't say that word right now. That's so funny. But anyways, okay, so we have light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. And then here, I guess I'll just flip it up. We have student, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Yeah. Okay, so so with these, in regards to integration for shadow, at this time, if this hasn't already been done, right? Because if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, but I've been doing that, or I did that already, or I feel like I've moved through those energies, and this is just some nice confirmation that like you're doing the dang thing. So anywho, so with this card here, really like I'm just imagining like in this, all the little crows kind of, except this, like, well, even this one, like, those being those, like, inner demons, and what it means to bring awareness to the inner demons or inner shadows, if you don't necessarily like the word demons, and to, like, I always say, or because in my own contemplation, that, you know, our shadows never, like, fully go away, because within this human experience there's polarity. So we have light and we have darkness, and in that darkness those shadows don't have to be distorted if you understand the expression of which they're trying to provide within the light. So what does it mean to bring renewal into that space of what it is that may be destructive within your own behaviors that are influencing your relationships within life? And how can you bring illumination to that? And or even think about, like, how you've changed maybe some of those ways, and, like, really honoring and celebrating this renewal, this cleansing that is available to take place. And then with student, again, because thinking of Sagittarius essence, you know, the exploration, or, like, the gathering, the knowledge, the wisdom, like, Jupiter is your ruling sign. So in how you're inviting all of this knowledge to come through, which is funny, I think I don't remember if it was this reading or not, but I remember saying, like, humility or being humble, and, like, that being, like, that King of Swords essence. So just, like, how to invite this, like, supportive way of sharing and communicating, and knowing that, like, in the knowledge that you have, there's still so much more. So, like, that whole saying of, like, you know, we're forever a student, no matter, like, how much we learn in a subject, we can never learn it all in a lifetime. So yeah, all right, so then these two cards are supportive animal spirit advice for moving through these energies. So we have the giraffe spirit, see the big picture, and then nightingale spirit, love is all around. So this is beautiful. So in just thinking of, with all this sword energy, when we do invite ourselves to zoom out into the bigger picture, those loud crows or birds within the mind, they soften, they become a bit more quiet, because we're inviting ourselves to look at the broadness of what is happening. And the gift in seeing the bigger picture provides awareness of, like, of shift in perception that we can have available to us. So just coming back, thinking to that dragonfly that I pointed out in the King of Swords, and then nightingale spirit, love is all around. So in all of this energy, reconnecting to the like the flame, the illumination of parts that really invite freeness of flow. And I love that we have the nightingale here, because nightingale is also a bird, and just seeing the music of, like, even thinking in regards to thoughts for the song that you're hearing in your internal dialogue, or that you're allowing yourself to receive within your life. Is it a song of love, or is it a song of fear? Is it a song of, like, freedom, or is it a song that is destructive and of harm? So just really bringing awareness to these different parts and what you're pouring out and what you're allowing yourself to receive at this time. All right, so I do hope this reading was supportive to you. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments, if it resonated or whatnot. Yeah, it was interesting because even pulling cards for this reading, like there's so much that wanted to come out. So yeah, so I do at least hope that that was supportive for what we were able to touch upon. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, love to have you join the Illuminating Crossroads community. And I hope that you are able to work with the fullness of this upcoming new moon in Gemini, sending you many blessings and much love. Until next time, bye.